side covers we're going to use on the old number 3 are a set from my 96 XR600R, and they are OEM side covers. These have been painted before. They've actually been painted with some kind of paint that does really hold on well, but they have a few chips in them. Ooh boy, that's not a match. That's not a match. Maybe I could mix up some colors. Yeah, okay, this is what I came up with here. That's better than the paint marker. Oh yeah, that'll suffice. So I guess you figured it. I'm not going with the original paint scheme on a 2000. So it's not going to look too bad with that. You know, I never really liked the purple, and that's all the more reason to have this on a dirt bike. If it's scuffed up, it won't bother me so much. Well, all I can say is it's better than that white poking through. You know, from 10 foot away, this is going to look great. Just get me by without being too marred up. Set of side covers for old number 3. Boy, I really have room to get through and take off some of this old dirt that's been on here all this time. I'll be able to get in there with a brush and clean all this. Every once in a while you got to go through and rub these things down. I have a secret method to get baked on Georgia red clay off of your header. You can do it without harming the original finish. Here we've got the carburetor from number 3. This is the one they bought for $439. It's the real thing. I didn't clean it. This is what it came off the bike looking like. If you look inside, you can see some evidence of combustion there. Not much sign that a lot of gas has flowed through it before. Certainly everything is uncorroded and new looking. Let's see where they have the pilot screw, the mixture screw set at. Okay, they had it way open, like 4, 3.5 or 4. So we're gonna go 2.5. Now let's take a look and see what jets they've got in this thing. This will give some evidence of whether they have just thrown it on here or possibly messed with it. Okay, float bowl shows a little bit of signs of debris. Very minute amount of debris down the bottom. You can see that it's had gas in it. Okay, 152, that's standard. .62, standard. Standard jetting's not going to work. The only thing is they messed with the air screw. They didn't take it apart. That's the way it looks to me. Brand new carburetor. Even the screws are new. No sign that they've ever had a screwdriver in them. These clamps are kind of hard to deal with. and they're not very good in my book. Although they work all right on the OEM fuel line, which is much softer than this. This is hard as a rock, as a matter of fact. I need new fuel line here. I need to go buy some. So we're going to use these clips here. I don't necessarily like these, but at least I believe I'm going to get a better seal here. It's going to go up to the gas tank like so. Okay, I think that's ready to go. Okay, I'm going to have to put the carburetor back on this bike. And normally it's going to go in and out through the right side here. But we don't have our air box or anything in, so I can cheat and go in from wherever I want. Well, that's the only thing about working on XRs. It's a dangerous job. Okay, I still have more stuff to put on. A rock shield here that keeps all the junk off of your rear shock. Kind of connects the whole system. That's this piece here, which is in great shape. All cleaned up and ready to go back on. And then you've got your, I don't know exactly what you call it, but it's a chain deflector. They're trying to keep the chain from rubbing against the tire, but if, you know, the tire rubs against it and the chain rubs against it, it's just gonna wear out. Now you've got this breather system that we're putting on here. Didn't come with that. It seems like this is twisted, but I don't know. Let's get it on here first. In between the motor and the frame, and then further down between the shock and the swing arm is the way you want to go. And I need to get the wiring harness over here into place and start hooking some of that stuff up. And I need to get the tail light on and hooked up. Get this stuff finished up here, and that way I can put the tank on. While we're in the area, I want to put some different foot pegs on. These are better than OEM, but I have some that are even better than that. I've got some moose foot pegs, which are dynamite. We want to go ahead and put those on. I should have had a little hammer for this. I'm gonna have to get a little hammer for that. I don't need a big hammer. I need a big old heavy hammer. I just need a little hammer. They want you to put a washer on here before you put the cotter key through. Looks like I could use this over, but it could use a little straightening. Man, that's nice. Nice peg. How do you like that? So I got the header cleaned up pretty good. I got most of the junk off it. Still a little bit of brown stuff that I couldn't get. Spots that are hard to get to. But mostly it's all set and ready to go. That's how I'm gonna run it. And the studs and the nuts were quite rusted on this. Not, well, I've seen way worse, but I've got some stainless steel nuts for it, and the studs, I'm just gonna put anti-seize on there, and we'll go use that to kind of try to refurbish those. Anti-seize is good stuff, but I hate to get it all over. So really, the studs need to be like dressed up and down, but I'm just gonna put these on like they are. I have to do the other side too. Yeah, you know, the studs weren't in bad shape. It's just that they got some rust on them. They're not really corroded badly. Okay, I can see it now. You've got 1 foot peg that's really good and 1 foot peg that's just so-so. Probably should put the full set on there. That way you got really nice pegs, both sides. Looks like the cotter key is folded up, and we just got to find a way to get that out of there. Okay, there's the key and the washer. Okay. Looks good. I gotta tell you, I was gonna put the OEM muffler on. I've jetted the carburetor for this. This came on it, and this is like unused. Here's the total accumulation. We even have a date on it here of, could be H604. So with this setup, they're not using a gasket at all. What they've got is a little bushing that'll fit inside of here. Then they need a spacer to bring this out away from the bike a little bit. Can't remember if there was a washer on that or not. Oh no, there's a washer inside the fender. Okay, so that'll just hold me on. Then there's this thing. You've got same kind of spacer. It's got to go in behind it. This is kind of extra springy here and tough to do. There we go. Okay, FMF. There you go with the muffler. Okay, we're gonna try to get some of the wires here straightened out. Get this stator wire mounted the way it's supposed to route. So I can bundle that up nicely and that'll be fine. That's the way to go.